What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. Today we're meeting a guy that is doing everything in his power to become a K-pop star. Well, I don't think he makes the music, but keep watching until the end because he's about to undergo some surgery to really look Asian when he's not. Seriously, this dude is nuts. Anyways, that's enough talking. Let's meet him, shall we?
I'm Ollie London. I'm obsessed with K-pop and BTS, and I'm in Korea to transform into a K-pop star.
So it's pretty clear watching this that this man is obviously pretty well into his journey of becoming a K-pop star. Like, you can already tell just how much work he has done to his face, and apparently we're about to see him undergo his biggest change yet. All that I know is that he's a ride or die for BTS. Like, he's out here traveling the world to see all these crazy K-pop statues and landmarks. Like, that's not cheap, man. That takes some dedication.
I'm not actually changing my race, cultural appreciation, not cultural appropriation.
Yes, cultural appreciation. You know, he's not trying to change his race, guys. He's just trying to pay top dollar so that surgeons can drill into his bone structure of his face and rearrange it into a way to where he can look as Korean as possible while still being white. You know, that's the kind of appreciation BTS wants. Listening to their music is one thing, but becoming them is a whole other level of fandom that they want you to reach. Kidding, of course, this is really overboard, and if you're watching this and like BTS, don't do that, please. You're perfect the way you are. And look, he's apparently going to surprise his friends, who seem to be just as obnoxious as him, so this is gonna be a fun time, you guys. I just hope that they don't show any footage of the actual process of him getting this surgery, because one, that's nasty, and two, I don't know if I can have that on YouTube, even though it would be in the original video. Anyways, let's move on.
Wow. This is the place.
Beautiful,
this is where
right?
they do Gangnam Style. My God, and there's lots of K-pop places up here, and hopefully we'll see like BTS.
Is he saying hopefully we see BTS, like as in them just walking around the street casually, like he's gonna run into them? If so, that's ridiculous. That's like going to LA as a tourist and saying, wow, I hope Leonardo DiCaprio and Johnny Depp are walking around. It would be real cool to meet them. Like, you guys realize this is a giant city, and yeah, they're not just gonna be here when you are. They're probably in their homes. Also, you guys know I hate to comment on people's image, so I'm not gonna really, but like this duo right here, they turn a lot of heads. I'll just say that. A lot of plastic between the two of them. They could give sea turtles a run for their money. I'm sorry, that joke was insensitive. Look, save the turtles, alright? And the bees.
Oh my God, BTS, Jimin! Oh my God, I love you!
Oh my God, they have vinyls of the BTS members up on this window. Let's howl like wolves and go and dirty up the glass of this storefront. I'm just glad they didn't pull up and start kissing the image or something, bro. Like, that would be a point where, you know, for a second I'd consider turning this video off, and would have been a much larger yikes for me if so.
Jimin, I love you. I love you so much. Sarang hey BTS.
Okay, you guys. Look, I watch ahead on some videos to see, like, you know, what's coming up and to judge if it's actually good enough to react to, but I try not to watch too much, you know, to keep it a surprise for me. But I promise you, 100% that I did not know that was about to happen. I joked about him kissing the pictures in a way of saying, like, you know, this is so ridiculous. I know he wouldn't do that, but it would be funny if he did. And then they cut to the next shot, and this man is legit just going down the line kissing cardboard cutouts of each member of the BTS squad, or whatever they're called. Plus, those guys' lives must be so rough. Look, yeah, you're some of the biggest stars on the planet and you have unlimited money, that's fun and all, but I would not want to be that famous. If I got people going to my home country just to find me at my favorite hangout spots, and when they can't, they just run around kissing cardboard versions of me in the street, that's too famous, bruh. Like, I'd like to dial that back at least about 9 notches, please, alright?
Since the last Barcroft show I did, my life has completely changed. So I was able to release a K-pop music video, which I never dreamed would happen before.
Nope, nope, nope. I'm sorry, man, but when you start making music videos in Korean and start trying to be an actual K-pop star, it makes me want to self-implode with how cringy that is. Seriously, why do they always make music videos when they get a shred of clout? And by they, I mean mentally deranged people that spend money on plastic surgery and think they're all stars, when in reality, they're just regular people that are bursting at the seams with silicone or whatever they're pumping into those Kylie Jenner looking lips. But yeah, I remember seeing his original episode on Barcroft, and I really don't remember if I made a video on it or not. I don't think I did, and I think I decided not to because it showed a lot of his procedures being done, and like I said, I didn't want to show that, nor did I want to have to sit there editing through clips of him getting his lip fillers and stuff, because, oh, that just makes me uneasy. I hate surgery or anything having to do with it, so the less of that, the better.
One day soon, I'll be able to fulfill my dream and hopefully meeting Jimin. The most important reason that I'm in Korea is obviously for my beautiful transformation, which I'm about to undergo.
So he flew to Korea for 2 reasons. He wanted to meet a certain member of BTS while he's here, which good luck with that. And like I said earlier, he's also about to undergo his biggest transformation surgery yet. And just you guys wait until you see this. Like, I did look ahead to that part to see what it looks like, and oh my god, he is straight out of an anime.
Yeah. All K-pop stars have a very sharp V-line, so I really need to do that.
Okay, if you're explaining your surgeries and like what you want to do with your face, and your friend that looks like the final boss of a plastic surgery game is giving you that look, you know you might be going a bit overboard, my dude. Seriously, with that reaction, even she was like, yo, you're gonna just chisel your jaw down to a V like that, bruh? Like, are you sure that's an okay thing to be doing? She looks legit worried or confused. Probably both, honestly.
It's gonna be very painful because it's shaving the bone from the inside of the mouth.
Ooh,
but
does that to break your jaw?
I don't even know.
Oh my God.
I know. Sometimes it's best not to know.
Sometimes it's best to not hear what they're gonna do. Like, yeah, they might have to break my jaw and dislocate the whole bottom half of my face in order to get their grinder down there so they can grind down my jawbone, but you know, it's fine. I'm just gonna look sick afterwards. Like, imagine being that willy-nilly about what sounds like the most painful thing ever and super dangerous. Seriously, that sounds like it would be a punishment in one of those Saw movies if he didn't solve the puzzle in time. He just gives you an anime face makeover and grinds your jawbone down.
Nobody actually knows what I'm doing here. I've got to keep it under wraps. Just because every time I have surgery, I always find it much easier to explain after the procedure.
Yeah, you know, everyone in this guy's life, whether it be friends or family, are probably pretty worried about the amount of procedures he's been doing. And since he faces that backlash, you know, he just decides to get the surgery out of the way and then lets people react how they want to react after it's already been done. Kind of reminds me of when my little sister got her nose pierced when she was in high school. You know, she was kind of being a punk about it and just went out and did it. So that even though when my mom saw it and she wasn't too hyped on it, she really had no say because it was already done. That's literally the most teenager way of dealing with things, but I guess it works for this guy, so he does it. Screw your friends for being worried about you, am I right? You're chilling, bro. Now go get that face trimmed down. Hey, you guys made it pretty far into this video, so real quick, I'm gonna ask you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell in the next 5 seconds. And if you're quick enough, I'll reward you with your very own perfect face. The great part of this is we don't even have to do surgery. Your face is already perfect. Congrats on that, and thanks for doing that stuff anyways, since it helps the channel. Anyways, on with the rest of the video.
I'm finally back in London. So it's now been 2 months since my surgery, and I've healed so much. The swelling went down so quickly.
Oh my god, dude, everything about this seems so not worth it. He had to spend a fortune probably flying out to Korea just to get ice cream with his friend and then go get these insane surgeries, and then he had to sit around spending 2 weeks of what looks like absolutely terribly painful recovery. Like, that's gotta be just awful, sitting there with your jaw half the size that it used to be, wrapped up in gauze all day. Like, everything about this I dislike, but I'm glued to the screen because it's so interesting. So now we get to see the reveal. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, and oh my god, is it so weird looking. Like, he just has this super anime looking V-shaped face now, and I could see him being in a live action rendition of some manga or something. What an odd aesthetic to want to go for, because I don't even think K-pop stars look like this in their face, but maybe I'm wrong, you know, I'm not studying them too hard. Maybe somehow people are legit born with this kind of face, and he was jealous of having a normal one, so he wanted to shave his down. All I know is that this does not seem worth it in any capacity, and I'm not going to be doing it anytime soon.
And I also had my cheekbone reduced. Basically, they cut in my hairline down to here, open up the skin, and shave the bone down. It wasn't even painful, it's no problem.
Oh my god, I don't want to sound basic, but I really want to go back 10 seconds in my life before I knew this was a thing. I knew he had some crazy surgery, but just to get his cheekbones shaved down, they made an incision by his hairline, pulled the skin away, and shaved his bone down. That's hard for me to say right now, I'm cringing so hard. If that doesn't sound like the worst thing ever, you are a legit insane person. Like, why would you submit yourself to that? Is it really worth it, my guy? Like, think about that, seriously. So he legit went over there and stacked it up. This is like when someone buys a car, you know, and they have enough money to just instantly make it insane. Like, they lower it, put new wheels on, get a new wrap, performance mods all at once, and it's like, dang, bro, you went all out. He could have waited a year or 2 maybe to really plan this out so that he wasn't destroying his face all at once with these surgeries, but nah, he'd rather just hop on the plane to Korea and get it all done at once. That recovery process must have been an absolute mess.
Where does it end though? Where's it gonna
Jason, you know it makes me happy, and like, look, I look 18 now.
And here you even have his friend worried for him. Like, I would be too if I was friends with this person. It's not really a safe thing to be doing over and over, and there's gotta be some real risk you're assuming every time that you go under for these surgeries. For me, it's sad to see because it seems like this guy is probably never gonna be happy with his image of himself, and is just gonna be going down this road of plastic surgery, fixing everything he can until he looks like an even more non-human alien. I guess good for him if it makes him happy, but you gotta draw the line somewhere, my guy. Anyways, that about does it for today's video, but as always, I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, peace out.